day. Hope your team won the football game. Uh, Let me get some stuff set up here, and we'll go live. We'll go live. Had quite a day today. Had to get a trailer tire replaced. Whew, that was annoying. Right, right, right in the middle of the day too. Just trucking right along, making good time, and bam, bam. It actually didn't blow out. I caught it before it blew out, so that's always a plus. Um, yeah. See, let me like my own video here. Give everybody a chance to come rolling in. Kind of short space it there. The game's over. So I figured I'd just pop on. Not going to do a super long live tonight. I just wanted to pop in. Just want to pop in for a minute, see what everybody's up to. Let me get this thing going. Turn the brightness up so I can see. I got blurry vision tonight. Got some blurry vision. Let me turn this one down. I didn't get anything set up previous to going live. Like, let's go live, let's see. My channel. Bing, bam, boom. There it is. Anybody prepared for $10? Anybody prepared for $10 a gallon diesel? Just saying. Work on your fuel economy. That'd be my suggestion. I see no reason for diesel prices to let up. I mean, you got Putin over there raising hell in Russia. Our government won't pump any oil in this country. Or they won't let people pump oil in this country. So, I don't know. I would be wary of buying a hood truck right now. Of course, I'm always kind of that way. I figure why throw money away? Basically, that's what I think. Like if you're not aerodynamic, you're just throwing money away. But that's just my opinion. You drive whatever truck you want to drive. I'm not knocking anybody for doing what they want to do. It's just, that's one man's opinion. One man's opinion. Let's take some pills. Let's take some pills while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. What's everybody doing tonight? Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. What did you think about the game? Was anybody into the game? I called it the who gives a crap Super Bowl. It's two teams I couldn't care less about. Couldn't care less about that one. Yeah, just not my thing, but I don't know. Let me like my own video there. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. Yeah, I'm gonna say as far as let's get back to trucking, because I care less about football. I like soccer better anyway. It's more entertaining to me. Is that sacrilegious to anybody out there? Um, so, yeah, I think you should be working on your fuel economy right now because I think they front run the rates a little bit, and I think the rates are kind of stabilizing, but I think our input costs are going to be going up in the future, very near future. Now, let's hope I'm all wrong, but that's just what I'm seeing right now. So, Vert's videos in the house. Damn it, son. Barry's in the house. What up, player? Man, my vision is all messed up tonight. What is going on with my eyeballs? It's dry. I think they're dry. Let's see. Backwoods in the house. Glad to catch the pre-live show. Yeah, like button. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. Gary Bates in the house. What's up, Gary Bates? This Trucking Life channel member in the house. Thanks for being a channel member. Everybody go check out This Trucking Life. There's Fate Trucking. Fate Trucking. Everybody say a prayer for Fate Trucking. Also a channel member. This Trucking Life says, it sucks. I got to hit the hey, good night. Yeah, hey, man, appreciate you coming in. We'll be replaying it tomorrow. Ryan Peterson, watch a 20 driver. Oh, we're in Oklahoma right now. OKC. Shout out to the Loves, by the way. Shout out to the Loves. I pulled in there with okay, so here's how this went. My trailer tire saga of the day. I stopped. I ate some lunch, and, you know, I was like pretty full, so I got out to walk a little bit. And I figured, hey, if I'm getting out of the truck, I'm going to walk around the truck, you know. Just one of those things, man. Just, you know, just happened to be paying attention. And I noticed I had a tire, and it looked, I couldn't even describe how the tread was wearing on it. I mean, it was the weirdest looking wear pattern I've ever seen. What it looked like the tire, it almost looked like the one next to it had went flat. And this one, it was so weird. I've never ever seen a tire wear like this. I don't know if it was because I've been running in the cold for the last 6 months. And today was like 50 degrees down here. And, you know, tire pressures got warm, you know. Or tire inflation went up, you know. I don't know if it, but the trailer's got the inflation system that keeps it at like 105 PSI. So, you know, the tire was wearing for it was like the rubber on it had got soft, and it was like rolling up in like little, I don't even know how to describe it, like little thin layers, but rolled up, like, you know, like you twisted a little tiny cigarette or something. Just little tiny rolls of rubber all over the tire, all over the surface. And I was like, that don't look good. And it had real high-low parts in the tread. I mean, it was all kind of messed up. The trailer tire did have air on it, or in it, on it. It had air in it, but I kicked it, and it did seem a little low. So, I don't know. Now, when I left from there, I said, I got to keep an eye on that tire because that tire ain't looking good. So I drove about 40 miles. I had a fuel stop planned, and, you know, I got out at the fuel stop, and it was about 40 miles after I stopped for lunch, and I got to looking at that tire, and I said, that tire ain't going to make it much longer. I mean, it went from like this much tread, maybe a half inch of tread, down to like 230 seconds in 40 miles. I don't know what was going on with the rubber on that tire. It just disintegrated. So I pulled into Love's, and, you know, shout out to them, man. They didn't have nothing going on. They put me right in the bay. From the time I stopped to the time I got back on the road was literally like 25 minutes. 25 minutes. I pulled in, told them, hey, put a tire on there, you know, like, not a Chinese brand, but something, you know, something on the economic side. So we put a Yokohama trailer tire on there. You know, we had a Michelin option, we had a Hankook, we had a Yokohama. So I went with the Yokohama. Little surprised at what a trailer tire's costing these days. Whew, talking about the input costs going up. Where's that receipt at? Where that receipt at? $500 $585. $585 for a trailer tire installed at the shop. That's not a road call. That's at the shop. Let's see. I'm trying to look and see. They gave me $25 for the casing. So, on the other tire. Because the other tire, it was not a recap, and it wasn't an old tire. That tire probably hasn't been on there but maybe 6 or 7 months. And it might have been a retread. It might have been a retread now that I think about it. But, yeah, I'm thinking it might have been a retread. Because I think they put... we replaced all the tires on that front axle. All 4 tires on that front axle about 6 months ago. And if I'm not mistaken, they put recaps on there. But, because I'm not a huge fan of recaps on the trailer. Because if you got to make a tight turn, you're really stressing, the tread, like, your tread to your casing. When you make that tight turn, you're really pulling on that tread. So whenever I make a real tight turn, I try to not make it as tight as possible. But it didn't have anything to do with that because this morning on the pre-trip, perfectly fine. Looked like a normal tire. I drove about 280 miles before lunch. So in 280 miles, it went from a normal looking tire to the weirdest. I should have took a picture of it. Some of the weirdest wear pattern I ever seen on a tire. But yeah, shout out to Loves. Pulled in, went in, said, hey, I need a trailer tire. Pulled me right in the bay. The guy was like, are you going to replace that tire? And I was like, yeah, I don't think I have any options but to replace that tire. So he immediately, took it off, dismounted it. I got the EFS code and got it, paid for. And I don't know. I think my logbook showed 23 minutes off duty or something like that. So, it didn't even really affect my day that much. So happy about that. Very happy about that. Let's see. Oh, God, I ate too much. Ooh, I ate a big dinner. Let's see. Wayne says, if it's Sunday, I'm tuning into a cash live stream. Yeah. Yeah, I try to get something done on the weekends. I had a little mishap with this load I got as far as the pickups. But no harm, no foul. We had a little mix up on dates and times and all that. And, I had a Raycon that said one time, and then I had an app that said a different time. I went by the Raycon time. It was updated in the app, and I wasn't paying attention to the app, and it got me a little bit of a kerfuffle. But we're good. We're on schedule. We're gonna make it happen. I got about 100 miles to go in the morning. About 100 miles. I got to get up and do 100 miles. One delivery in the morning, and then I got a PM delivery, and then I got to get up Tuesday morning for a pretty early delivery Tuesday morning. But I should be done at a decent hour tomorrow. The life of the multi-stop. Let's see. Grade 8's in the house says, hey now, good evening, Cash. Heading to the warm weather Montana. Maybe. Hey, there's Nomadic Brett in the house. Thank you very much for stopping by. Big Dog Trucker 68 channel member, thank you very much. Grumpy Trucker says, let's go St. Louis Rams. Come on with it, St. Louis. I think they moved. I think they got a place out in LA now. Creepy Bushman in the house. What's up, Creepy Bushman? Josh Crouch in the house. $10 a gallon. Sure, why not? It sounds like a possibility. Yeah, I think fuel is on the rise, and there ain't a dang thing we can do about it. I think The powers that be, I think the powers that be don't care to see oil keep climbing. I think they're perfectly fine with it. So, you know, I think the real thing will be the public. Will be the public. Gas prices will mean more than diesel prices. You know, because if diesel prices go up, all those truckers, they can afford it. You know, they're making all that money. They don't, you know. But when it starts going to the gas prices, then people start to complain about it. So we'll see. We will see. Our government sucks. That's why they won't pump. Yeah, they're suckers, not pumpers. Ow, come on with it. High five, virtual high five. Um, Cattle Hall says, just dropped in to say good evening. I'll catch the replay in the morning. Be safe, everyone. Thanks, Cattle Hall. And that's a good channel, by the way. If you guys don't know, go check out a Cattle Hauling. You know, he's delivering all this beef that I like to eat. Grade A transportation, your truck doesn't have a hood. Does it have a big blower on top of the engine? LOL. No, I have a hood truck. For you guys that don't know, I definitely have a hood truck. I have a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia, and you know, I'm looking at the hood right now. It has a hood truck, so or it has a hood, so it's a hood truck. You know, the non-aerodynamic trucks are the ones that I think are that'll be the first trucks to come down in price if fuel keeps climbing like it is. They'll be the more obtainable trucks. So you guys that are you know, you guys that are priced out of the game right now, I wouldn't recommend buying a non-aerodynamic truck, but you know, if these diesel prices keep climbing, if you can get in the game and you got to do it with a non-aero truck, you know, not. I mean, there's worse ways to start. You know what I mean? Like, you know, focus on the powertrain at that point. Is what I would do, and just drive it slower. You know, that's the main thing you can do with a non-aerodynamic truck is drive it slower. You know, go. You know, I would prefer to get one with you know, either a Detroit or a Caterpillar. You know, that would be my choice, but I don't know. Let me click on the key here. Let me see what my fuel economy's been since I bought fuel. Come on. I bought fuel 153 miles ago. Where we at? There's a calculator. So 153.6 divided by 17.3. There you go. 8.878. So, you know, 8.88 basically. 8.8, 8.9. That's going slow in an aerodynamic truck. I'll say favorable conditions. You know, 26,000 pound load, so not fully loaded. Typically 64 to 65 miles per hour. There was a time where I ran a little bit faster. There was a Canadian driver that just, this guy could not maintain speed. He would be going 61 minute and 75 the next, and I'm just like, pick a speed. You know what I mean? Like, and pick the worst time to pass you. Pick the worst time. It was a flatbed, a million lights on it, from Manitoba. He was from Manitoba. But I don't blame him. I don't judge all Canadian drivers by that one guy. You know, just one dumbass is all that was. But yeah, mostly going slow. Relatively flat ground. I mean, the hills. You know how Oklahoma is on 35. It's well, excuse me. Uh, it's got some rolling hills, but you ain't pulling no long grades or anything like that. So, favorable conditions. But, I whenever I'm doing 63, 64, and I get my doors blown off by, some guy that's got an old unaerodynamic truck, and he's got a 10-foot gap between the truck and the trailer, and I'm just like, what kind of fuel economy do they get, Fuel economy is huge, and I mean, that basically is trucking, is fuel economy. As far as being an owner operator, that's your number one expense most time. It just is. So, um, fake trucking in the house. Tip your host with the $10. Thank you, sir. If you want to do a live show tomorrow, I'm game. I really didn't want to set everything up tonight. I'll be honest with you. This ain't going to be a long live. I am tired. I don't know if you can tell. I did not sleep well last night, and I almost stopped and took a nap today, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because then I had that tire issue, and I can't be late for that Cisco delivery in the morning. Show up late at Cisco, and that freaking break your kneecaps. But I mean, yeah, if you want to do a live or something tomorrow, hit me up. We'll get it done. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to do something like mid-afternoon, because I got like a morning delivery, and then I got a afternoon delivery, like a 3 p.m. So something in the middle of the day or something after that one, I'd be cool either way. Let me get caught up on these. Grade A, yeah. Nomadic Briss says, didn't watch it, not my thing. Yeah, I'm the same with it. Like, it was two teams that I really didn't care. I have no vested interest in those. My dad was a Dolphins fan, so I like if it was the Dolphins, I'd probably watch. But as far as like any other team, I'm just like, meh. And those two teams I really have no interest in. So, J Knife says, nah, $1.99 diesel will return Trump 2024. Let's see, DIY Semi says, hey now, there's my brother DIY Semi. Thanks for dropping by. Josh is popping pills for the thrills. That's me. Fake Trigger says, drinking live now. Ham stealing. Kind what? Where we at? That jumped on me. Fake Trigger says, drinking live now. Ham stealing content now. LOL, just joking. I have no idea what you're talking about. Gary Bates says, just got my ELD and camera for the big V6 gasoline F-150. Hot shot. Come on with it. There you go. Jake Knight TV says, just buy a $20 transfer pump from Harbor Bay Freight. Your fuel prices will go down to about zero. Okay, we're talking about Jack and Diesel. Nomadic Bird says, Fed is having emergency meeting tomorrow, so interest rates. This damn thing jumping. Come on, YouTube, figure that out. Every time somebody posts a comment, it's got to jump. J-Nap says, okay, I read that. Nomadic Bird says, Fed is having an emergency meeting tomorrow, so interest rates going up sooner than later. Oh, yeah, they're going to squeeze us. Sal says, what up, Uncle Cash? What up, everyone? Game was all right. Half-ass watched it. Your lives are way better. Headed to Kansas City from Austin, Texas. Be safe out there. Grafton, very logical channel member. Thank you very much. Brian Brock's in the house. Says, yeah, that's sacrilegious and you belched. Gotta unsubscribe, but I will lock that like button before I leave. Yeah, be sure you hit the like button before you unsubscribe, please. Would appreciate that. Oh man, I'm digesting like crazy right now. Gary Bates says 9 chains, 8 binders, 16 coil edge protectors, and tried that. Yeah, okay. Jackknife TV says you got to check the tire pressure actually at the tire. Sometimes those tire pressure monitoring systems, they'll say one thing, but they'll actually inflate the tire to another or not inflate. Yeah, I have no problems with those things. The tire inflation systems, I've never had a problem with them. And that tire had 105 psi in it when they took it off. So, who knows? Who knows what happened to that thing? Um, let's see. I mean, you know, I think we had that conversation before. You know, I got the tire pressure monitor thing on the dash, and it's the same. Whenever I get out there and check it with the gauge, it's the same as what that says. So I feel no need to get out there and waste time. Let's see. Where was we at? Gary Bates is getting what? Rhetoric wild and keeping it mild. Okay, there you go. Barry says, let's make some biodiesel partners with McDonald's. I don't know. I don't know. TJ Jones, well, howdy, Cash. What's up, Wayne? Says 25 minutes at Love's. That's got to be a record. I've never been in and out of there that fast for a tire. I was a little concerned, honestly, because I thought to myself, I mean, you know, how it's never good news, like, I mean, not to be negative, but 90% of the time when you go into the tire shop and you say, hey, I need a tire, they look over at the little clipboard and they go, oh, there's 5 people ahead of you, and your heart just sinks and you just want to cry about it. But no, the guy was like, or the girl working the counter was like, yeah, just pull around into that first bay. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, just pull around, come in that way. And, I was like, dang, okay, sure, why not? So yeah, pretty damn happy with it. TJ Jones says you got ripped off. Okay, thanks for the heads up. How did I get ripped off, by the way? I always like knowing when I get ripped off. Gary Bates says 1100 for my 2 new double coin trailer tires. Yeah, I mean, I got Yokohamas for about that same price, so I don't know. I thought it was an okay deal. Barry says that's expensive rubber. Wow, yeah. For you guys that thinks that's like I overpaid, check some trailer prices now. And we have a national account that I probably could have got a better price on that tire, but honest to God, it's Sunday, and I just wanted to get down the road. And, Dylan, you call that national tire account, sit there all day. I didn't want to. That's expensive rubber. Yeah, trailer, man, tires are going through the roof right now. There ain't no cheap rubber around. Jackknife says, I put 2 no-name tires at a small tire shop in New York. Cost me $1,000. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as cheap tires anymore. That guy over there at Love's, he was saying I could do a double coin tire, but I don't know. Like, it's 50-50 on those. Like, I've run those Aeolus or whatever the hell areolas they call them at Love's. Those Chinese tires from Love's. I had a set of drives of those one time, and they did okay. But then again, I put one of those on as a steer tire one time, and the damn thing didn't last no time. So, TJ Jones, Boy of Woods, I charged $385 for Yokos installed when we put them on trailers. Okay. in the now, like right now, or like back in the day? Because yeah, I mean, I used to get trailer tires for $200 a piece, but them days is long gone. Wilbon says, "Good evening, Cash is King and fans. Keep on trucking and keep this great country moving." Thanks, Wilbon. We appreciate your support. We do. Kelly Patterson, channel member, what's up? Kelly says, "Can't believe a sheep beat a tiger." That's true. That's true. George Wilson in the house. How do you feel about the development of penal colonies? I personally am not homosexual, so I don't know. You talking about penis colonies? I don't know. Johnny on the flip side says, "Kelly, wow, how's Martin?" Oh yeah, hey, I forgot about that. Start orientation tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Hope it's a good one. George Costanza's at the house. There you go. Good luck at Martin. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the $10, fake trucking. Kelly Patterson, thanks. Johnny and Flip like Kelly, nice. Best of luck. Yeah, everybody wish Kelly luck over there at Martin. Ooh, man. Caltarusa Travels, that's a good suggestion to drive slower. Yeah, that's an original thought. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, it's I like to pick my speed basically by how much time I have. You know, if I'm in a rush, I'm going to speed it up. If I'm not in a rush, I'm probably going to slow it down because, you know, with me just going out and coming back, you know, and then I typically do a reset when I get back. I'm usually out for like, you know, 7 on the low end, 6 days, on the high end, 14 days. So I typically do okay with it. Big Man House, fake trucking, how's them Rams? How about them Rams? Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. George Costanza says, "I'm eating a 16-ounce ribeye tonight, 30 minutes in the toaster oven at 225, then 45 seconds on each side in the skillet. Medium rare, perfect Super Bowl meal." I can't argue that. Can't argue that. Yeah, great finish. Okay, I'm taking it. I'm taking it the Rams won maybe. Yeah, sheep beat a tiger. Okay, good deal. George Costanza says, "I don't see how you can do reefer. Sitting in a dock for 6 hours waiting on capstone is BS." Yeah, but you know, it's all about the amount of money I make at the end of the week. You know, because like I could do, you know, I can do drive-in and not have to sit there for 6 hours, but I would spend that time driving, all for basically the same amount of money. So that's just how I look at it. You know, it doesn't really bother me until like, well, I mean, I just don't let it get to me. It's just nothing I can do about it. So, now sometimes it does bother me because it's like waiting on paperwork is what gets me. You know, whenever I'm unloaded, you know, they've had an hour to count everything, and then I'm just like, well, come on now. Like, what are we doing? You're just holding my paperwork for the hell of it? That bothers me. Smokehouse says, "Congratulations, got a text a few days ago that Martin was hiring." Wow, there you go. There you go. Nomadic Brett says, "I've been with Schneider nearly 7 years, and this is the most I have seen fuel. And yep, it's still going up." Yeah. Yeah, it's, I mean, if you minus out IFTA, I can't even get it for under $3 a gallon these days. So that's pretty sad. Chris Green Killer in the house, channel member, thank you very much, says, "Good evening, Cash. 8.8 mile per gallon cheese is that with leaves on the trees or no? LOL, you killing it." No, and honestly, like when I say leaves on the trees, there's multiple things there because number one, most of the freeways, a lot of the freeways, like especially in the southeast, they're lined with trees. So if there's no leaves on the trees, you know, that wind's not getting buffeted. And if there's leaves on the trees, it's warmer weather. And warm weather has a factor on your fuel too. So there's multiple things going on there. But yeah, no, summer comes around, I want 10 miles a gallon in summer. I've been doing things to this truck to get it more fuel efficient, and my goal is I would like an IFTA report with 9+ miles per gallon on it. That is my goal right now. You know, I've got a few things ordered. I think I got to find a deal on them. You know what I mean? I'm not like at all cost I'm going to do this, but like whenever I find a deal on something, I buy it. You know, I had the skirts put on the other day. I found a deal on some air tabs, not full price. Some guy had bought like too many, and he was reselling them, like 20 of them on eBay. So I bought those 20 air tabs. I'm going to put those on the end of my trailer skirts to help push the air around the tandems. I am getting mesh mud flaps for the trailer. I think I'm going to put air tabs at the back of the trailer as well. You know, last year I had an IFTA report that was my spring IFTA report last year was 8.65, and that's where I want to be better than that this year. So, um, yeah, I'd like to see an IFTA report above 9. Um, MN Trucking, what up? Barry says we can get W900s and have DIY tune them 12 miles per gallon. I would say if you had a W900, you would probably have to keep it under 45 miles an hour to even see like 10 miles a gallon. I mean, you know, you're just too many things on that truck catching wind. You know, air breathers, visors, you know, just stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be a tough one. Kelly Bader says, Martin giving me 1,400, no catch guarantee, weekly minimum. Yeah, that's a good weekly minimum. It means a lot to a driver. You know, like, that's what always bummed me out about being a company driver, OTR, is you have a good week and then you have a not so good week, you know, and a lot of times it's not my fault, you know. Smokehouse says, Kelly, after I renew my DOT physical, I'll probably start looking for regional or local. 4 years OTR company is getting to me. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. George Stanza says, started this AM at TA. Moretti, I don't know what that is. Made it to TA. Tonopah, Arizona. I'm getting tired of all these truck stops being full with drop trailers. Tow them. Well, a lot of these truck stops, you know, these companies pay to drop them there. You know, over there in Romeoville, Illinois, in Romeoville. You know, they built that new Thornton's over there. Well, that Thornton built a parking lot that's got about 60 parking spots in it. And I know it's got about 60 because they got them numbered. And it's a pay lot. But I really didn't care because if I was in that area, I'd pay you to park. Because what's my other option? To go down to the I-55 truck stop where, you know, people get shivved on the daily. So I like this new Thornton's. They built it. It was a little bit off the beaten path. You know, you kind of had to go to it. It wasn't just right there, but it was cool. Fenced in lot. You know, fenced in lot with gates and everything that, you know, like secured lot. Yeah, they rented out half of those parking spots to a trucking company now. So good luck getting a parking spot over there these days. You know, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. You know, they really did. They took half the parking lot and leased it out to some local dry van company there, and you can't park there because, you know, they got the spots marked off. It is what it is. But yeah, I agree with you. Paid parking's becoming the normal. Red Diesel in the house. What's up, Red Diesel? Channel member. MN Trucking says, I got a Volvo 780 and never get over 7.5 miles per gallon. Never go over 65. What is the secret to getting 8.5 or higher? Um, you know, I don't know. Super singles. Put super singles on there. That'll help. Wheel covers. I like wheel covers. You know, you got to clean up the air. You know, basically, is what it is. Anything that's catching air, take it off of there. You know, even like on my Cascadia, you know, they got those little mirrors on the passenger side where you can like, they're just a little flat mirror that comes like above the window so you can look over and like see down. I took that damn thing off. I don't ever use it. It's in my way. When I go to pull out somewhere, it's in my way because I sit up high. I'm kind of a tall person, so I don't like to ride on the floor. You know, I don't drive like that. You know, um, I'm not here. I'm not here to impress anyone. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting on the floor. Um, you know, I ain't trying to look cool. Hell, I am cool. I don't have to look cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to drive a truck with big, you know, whatever, chrome this and chrome that to be cool. Hell, I'm cool. You know, uh, I'm like the bottom side of the pillow. Come on. Um, you know, when I walk in a room, women are like faucets in the winter. They be dripping. Come on. I got it all day if you want it. All day. I mean, by the spoonful. Um, but, you know, just clean up the air on it. Uh, maintenance. Maintenance the hell out of it. Keep it greased. You know, when things are greased, they roll better. Um, you know, the little things. Oil changes help. Air filters. Um, yeah. But, I mean, let's face it, 7.5 ain't bad. 7.5 ain't bad. But, and that's a big ass truck, too. Think of that. You know, I'll be honest with you. If you're getting 7.5 in a 780 Volvo, you're doing some things right. You're doing some things right. You're in a big ass truck. Like, that truck probably weighs 2,000 more pounds than me. That would be like me putting a Corolla on my catwalk driving a 780. But yeah, I love those 780s. Ooh, man. I'll be honest with you, if like money was no object, I'd probably get a new Volvo right now. Like, that'd probably be my go-to. Say what you will, you know. Everybody's got the cliche things they always say about, you know, working on them this, working on them that, but I damn near bought one the other day. I did. It was a pretty decent deal on it. It would have basically took this truck away, and I probably would have owed about 60 grand. But it was a Volvo. It's the new body style, but not the big one. Not the 860. Like, what is that Volvo? Like the normal Volvo, not the big Volvo. It was one of those, but boy, that thing looked good. Rode like a dream. But I just didn't want to go in debt right off the bat. You know, I just paid this truck off back in November. You know, I want like that buffer period of like 6 months. You know. Let's see. Jupiter, just steel tires. Duh, $0. Yeah, that's a great plan. With inflation, I think a lot of that's going to be happening. There's going to be stuff like that going on. What's up, my man El Merluzzo? I don't know. I'm probably killing that. Yo, saw a super trucker with that funny shift sticker changing gears, all looking stupid. His arm was way up high, kind of retarded. Yeah, I want to build a suction cup gear shifter for us guys that drive these automated transmissions. And it's just, you know, you just suction cup it to your floor like you do your GPS. And then it's got like a 10-foot stick that comes up here. So you can, like, you know, like dislocate your shoulder pretending you're shifting gears, you know. I don't know. You guys let me know. Let's start a GoFundMe for that. Let's see. Wayne says, dude, can you or DIY check in on Fate? Last I heard, he was hunting for squirrels in Virginia while they work on his truck. Yeah, let's all say a little prayer for fake trucking. Say a little prayer for fake trucking. Let's see. Um, let's see. Juniper says, I got 2 areolas. Yeah, I had a whole set of them at one time. That's the only way I can ever remember the name. It's like Areolus, Areolus, or something like that. It ends in an L-U-S. Aeolas? Aeolas? I don't know. I call them areolas. Let's see. Only the Lonely says, Gash, do you carry a spare? I do not carry a spare. This trailer does not have a spare carrier on it. I used to pull a trailer that had super singles on it, and we mounted a drive tire, super single drive tire, and put under that thing, so I would have it for the truck or the trailer, you know. But I don't pull that trailer anymore. I got this new trailer. I thought this trailer was a 2019. This trailer's a 2020. So you know. Let's see. Amos, yo, what up? Social Dilemma in the house. How's it going with both feet? Hi, Sloppy Joe in chat. Hope everyone is great. Yeah, we're all doing good. If you guys don't know, I used to be a male stripper back in my youth. My stripper name was Sloppy Joe. Hot Seat says, do you use additives for better fuel mileage? If so, which ones? I do use additives, mind you. I use the Fuel Ox catalyst. Fuel Ox, like a beast of burden, an ox. fuelox.com. Check it out and get you a pen and paper. I'll tell you a little secret. You got something to write on. When you order from their website, fuelox.com, in that promo code, put DIY Semi. DIY Semi, all one word. Put DIY Semi in there. It gets you 15% off. That's my brother's promo code there. I do like that stuff. Now, ever since I had my DPF filters replaced, I've been using that stuff religiously because that catalyst makes your fuel burn cleaner, and it protects your emission system. And let's see, I had my DPF filters replaced in November, and I've done 1 regen since December, or excuse me, since November, since I had them done. So all of December, January, half of February, I've done 1 regen, and that was because I idled overnight and it regened in the middle of the night. I just remember it revving up in the middle of the night because when I idle, you know, like I don't idle overnight unless it's negative temperatures. And I know a lot of people say don't ever idle your truck, but when it's negative temperatures, you know, we got to be realistic. Like, I'm going to idle the truck. It's just safer for me and the truck because you don't want to cold start a truck at negative 15 degrees, you know, like that's not good on the bearings. That oil is thick at negative 15, and it takes it like a half hour to get, you know, not thick. So, you know, if I got to idle it for 7 or 8 hours, then I'm going to idle it for 7, 8 hours. But I did hear it rev up one night when I was idling it overnight. And I idle at about 900 RPMs, so, you know, I did notice it rev up, and it got hot in here, you know. So I knew it was regenning because it got super hot. But, yeah, fuelox.com. Matter of fact, I got to order some more tonight. I ordered the cold charge, the 16-ounce. I always get the 16-ounce bottle, and it's got like a little measuring cup built into the bottle, which I love because I hate trying to measure out like Lucas that comes in a gallon jug. You know, trying to measure out, you can't be specific with that. But yeah, I bought the cold charge and the catalyst kind. So like down here in the south where it's warm, I'll just use the catalyst. When I go back to Minnesota, if I buy fuel down here and I go back to Minnesota, I'll put the cold charge in so I don't run into any problems. But yeah, that fuel ox, um, it's the best one. It's the best one I've seen so far. I've used them all. There was one time where I went through Amazon and eBay and I bought every fuel additive known to man. And this is back when I had a C15 cat engine at the time. You know, no DPF filter, no nothing. It had the ACERT, like EGR, the ACERT for the EGR, but it didn't have the DPF filter or the DEF filters. So, oh wait a minute, the DPF filters or the DEF system on it. The SCR system or whatever. So it didn't have that on it. So I was more willing to put, like some additives that maybe you never heard of. But I ran the Hot Shot. I ran the one that worked the best for me back in the day was the Gray Bottle Diesel Clean. The Gray Bottle Diesel Clean. The cetane booster. But after learning about fuel ox and learning how fuel ox works, I'm not a big fan of a cetane booster. A lot of these, a lot of these cetane boosters are alcohol based, and alcohol is abrasive. It's hard on your injectors. It's hard on this. It's hard on that. So I stick with the fuel ox now. That's the only one I use. Let's see. Social Dilemma says, do you have any info on ice road trucking? As far as doing it for a career, no, I've never looked into it. Now, if you're talking about the Ice Road movie on Netflix, I've done a review of that with Liam Neeson. Kelly says 8.5 miles to gun, have light loads, and don't run the northwest. Yeah, terrain has a big deal to do with it. Heavy loads. I mean, this truck is probably getting due an air filter. That would help it a little bit, maybe. I kind of like waiting for them to stop putting a ton of salt on the road. I change my air filter about every 50,000 miles or every season, because every season brings different, like all this salt and everything, it gets all over your truck. It's getting in your air filter. And then in the springtime when all the pollen hits, I like to change it kind of after everything blooms out. I'll change it again because there's certain times of year that thing just clogs faster than others. And this hard winter right now, like the end of January, middle of February, typically around like the end of February, I'll change it again. Even if it's not due, I'll just change it because I used to be able to get those air filters for like $60 a piece. Now with inflation and parts shortages, I think the last time I bought one it was $120. So they basically doubled in price in a year. So I got to be a little bit more. I got to work a little bit more strategy on it, but let's face it, what's $100 when it comes to fuel economy, and you don't want to starve a diesel engine of air. So, keep a good air filter in it. Smokehouse says, I drive a VNL 860. Woo, that's a truck right there. Come on. I can appreciate the room and tight turning radius. Yeah, no doubt. I love those trucks, though. Ooh, love those trucks. Ride like a dream, dog. El Merluzzo, your response cracked me up, my dude. I'm out, peeps. Gotta get up at 5. Bye, everybody. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I worked on your name a little bit there. I'll try to get it better. Queen Guild's in the house. What's up? See, Aaron W's in the house. You're late. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up. As you can tell, I'm pretty tired. I want to get a lot of sleep tonight because, man, I was at home one night, so that, like, I didn't get as much sleep being at the house. I had to get up early. And then last night, I don't know what was going on. I just could not sleep. But yeah, appreciate you dropping by. Henry Bob's in the house says, yeah, boy, I made the live. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Will Bond's still in here kicking it. What do you think of Peeling the Collies and something Joe? Who are these people? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Am I missing something there? Queen Gibbs says, I got a question. All right, here we go. If you guys don't know, Queen Gibbs, new to the game, starting a new chapter in her life, and we're gonna help her out, and she's gonna be hugely successful. Military wife, I believe she said, mother of children. So we're gonna help her out. We're gonna make this transition as easy for us as. Do I have to drive from Arizona to Wisconsin for rail training? Do I have to do anything for my four-wheeler new Jeep 2020? I'm from Arizona. Don't really do snow until now. Any tips? Nah. I mean, you may not even encounter snow, but here's the thing with snow. Just slow down, and if you feel unsafe, just park. That's the key to snow to me, is because, like, stop before it gets uncomfortable. I went to stop the other morning. I was on my way to a delivery, and I went to stop, and boy, it was a reality check. Let me tell you, that road was slick. Luckily, but like, I drive in a lot, so like, I had a ton of following distance. So eventually I caught traction. I just let off the brake and let it coast, until we got out of that one little slick spot, and then started braking again. But yeah, don't panic. Don't let it get to you. Basically, just be smarter than the snow. Don't let it get to you. But take it slow. The other day, not this past time, home time, but the home time before, it snowed like a quarter of an inch, and it froze slick on the road on a Monday morning. I was trying to get to the shop. I seen so many accidents, like probably 15 wrecked cars in about a 30-40 mile ride to the yard. And it's like, you can tell by the way they're wrecked. They were going way too fast for conditions. One guy was on the back side of the guardrail, and he hit the guardrail from the back side. I mean, you got to be hauling the mail to go off the road, come back up, and hit the guardrail from the back side. Like, that wasn't no guy going 30 miles an hour. Let's face it, I seen a guy in an F-250 on top of the guardrail, like a big jacked up F-250. He took down about 4 or 5 of those poles that hold the guardrail up. I'm like, that wasn't a guy going no 35, 40 mile an hour, going too fast for conditions. That's typically what gets it. But no, you should be in good shape. Just another thing too. A good weather app. I have 2 weather apps on my phone. That's how big I am on the weather. I'm checking the weather constantly. Radar, like, if I ever stop being a trucker, I could be a weatherman. Like, I'm tracking storms nonstop. It just pays to. Let's see. Lone Pine in the house. What up, Lone Pine Transportation? Better late than never. Howdy, y'all. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Queen Gibbs, 6 kids. I knew it was more than your normal 2.6 kids. I am crazy. Hey, you got the right to be 6 kids. I'd be more surprised if you weren't crazy, honestly. with both feet. Says don't break or turn suddenly in the snow or ice. Yeah, exactly. That's a good tip. Let's see. Social dilemma. Hang on. Bless all the truckers who bring the goods to my home. Yeah, no doubt. That's what they do. I'm not a trucker, but I have a renewed enthusiasm in trucking for the last month. Being I'm Canadian. Thank you. All backbone of the economy. Thank you very much. Yeah, support those people standing up for their rights up there. I'm going to do a live show one day this week about doing a protest, because I've put a lot of thought into doing a protest. Not that I'm going to, let me drop that phone real quick. Not that I'm going to do a protest, but I think there's a wrong and a right way to do a trucking protest. And, I don't know. I feel like for the everyday man to get the attention of government is just, it's so tough these days, because they just bully. You know what I mean? Politicians by nature are bullies. They want power over you. They want to get their hand on you, and so they're tough to deal with. But I say let's deal with them like high school bullies. You know what I mean? That's my strategy, and I'll get more into that when I do the show later. Let's see. Will Bond says, "What are these people talking about earlier?" Oh, I have no idea. Queen Gibb says, "Thanks, good to know. You look tired. Get some sleep." Yeah, I'm about to bounce out of here. I am tired. Had a long, like, I won't say stressful, but just I wanted to take a nap all day, but it was just like I knew I had to get going. I knew I needed to get down the road, and that's the part that really sucks about trucking. Sometimes, all jobs, I guess. I shouldn't just say trucking. Sometimes you got to go make the donuts when you don't feel like making the donuts. You know what I mean? Smokehouse says, "Don't drive in the day. At night, black ice is no joke." Yeah. I mean, there's one stretch of highway right near our yard, and I don't know what they don't salt it, or every time I go through there and it's slick, it's like gets them every time. Johnny Jenkins says, "Just wonder why you use Craigslist for the job search videos. My ignorance. Always thought Craigslist is where the scams and creeps are. Have times changed a little, or what's your thoughts?" No, I just do Craigslist because it's a quick, free place to do it, and the only other place I could think of would be like Indeed or something, but I cannot stand Facebook. I think Facebook is a herpes of the internet. I don't want any part of it, so that's why I don't look on that's why I don't look on Facebook. Yeah. Let's see. Johnny, thanks, Cash. No problem. Wilbon says, "Watch out when in Texas. Some roads are really slicked there." Okay, I will. Let's see. Jimmy O says, "Thank you for the education." No problem. We hope we help somebody in here, right? Thank you, Smokehouse, for getting rid of my Russian bot. Appreciate that. Smokehouse says, "Johnny Jenkins, yeah, I thought the same, but the company I'm driving for I found on Craigslist, and a buddy of mine found his the same way." Yeah, there's a lot of legit stuff on Craigslist. I don't know. It just depends. You got to be a little head smart about it. Hot seat, hit the like button. Yeah, everybody hit that like button on the way out. We are done here, guys. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by and hanging out with me. I enjoy hanging out with you guys so much, but yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I need to call it a day. This guy, look at these eyes. They got to go to bed. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out with me. Check out that description down below for all kinds of fun stuff. My second channel, my TikTok, my Twitter, my merch tent. I mean, there's so much down there. It's like a 5-mile long, just, selling out, basically. But anyway, take care of each other out there. Until next time.